So as these guys come up, I just want to give you kind of some highlights of our year. We finished the year 27-7. That is, at least in my tenure, that is the second most wins for the Tascosa team that we've had. So great job there. Y'all scoot down a little bit, give everybody some room. So again, 27-7, we finished as district champions. I know we tied with another team, but that team's not important to me, so we always go with the champions ourselves. So we won our district, we won our by-district round as well as our area round and made it into the regional semifinal. Ran up against a really good Birdville team, but I also feel like the way we played games this year, if you gave us another shot at those guys, we make a lot better game. I don't think the way we lost that game is indicative of the season that we've had and the way these guys have played. So I hope that these guys don't hold that last loss to the chest like, hey, it was just a bad night for us. And I mean, if we have the type of game that we're accustomed to playing, then I think it's a lot better game, and I think it's a lot different outcome. So, the thing that happens when you win games and you have success is you get a lot of awards. We got a lot of awards this year. We're going to start kind of with our team awards, and then we'll work our way up to all district awards, all regional awards, and all state awards. So, we're going to start with our first award here. This one is going to a young man who basically understood and accepted his role on the team. He was very supportive of our team, very supportive of his situation, showed up every day ready to work, showed up with a great attitude, did everything that he was asked to do in that time frame, and that young man is Matthew Barkley. So this young man isn't here tonight. I had this number written down, and this number will come up later in the rest of our awards, but it's our Scholar Athlete of the Year. It goes to Wyatt Barnett, who at the moment has a GPA of 99.8, I believe. So, not here tonight, but good GPA. Now, here's the other thing about it. We have some very good GPAs on this team. So, I know you hear that number and think like, well, what about the rest of them? The rest of these guys, we got a lot of guys in the 90s on this team, and we'll address that as we get going. I apologize, I had it written down and then I left the paper, so my apologies. Our next award is the Sixth Man of the Year. What we mean by Sixth Man is not necessarily the guy that we bring off the bench first. It's the guy that when he goes in, he gives us everything that he's got, and he does a great job, and that young man is Eddie Dansby. Man, a few words. Our most improved player this year, improved player, get a young man who, when he went in, I mean, this could also go in our Sixth Man of the Year, but our most improved is a young man who goes in and gives us exactly what we need from a person going into the game, but also that we saw growth throughout the season. Again, every one of these guys could get this award. We do have to single it down, but that young man is DeMarcus Gill. Right. Me personally, this award means a lot to me because I take a lot of pride in our defense. I feel like just up here in general in the Panhandle, we kind of have to play basketball a different way. We have to sell out the defense, just because that's what I feel we need to do to be successful. We have two young men receiving this award because they ended up having to guard probably the best two offensive players, on the other team. They were asked to do a lot defensively this year, and they rose to the occasion every time. So those young men, Kavion Blackshear, Jack Corcoran, and our MVP for this season, this young man, if you had told me his freshman year that we'd be saying he'd be our MVP this year, I wouldn't doubt it, but I would have been like, let's have a conversation. Because this young man, again, has shown a lot of growth from his freshman year to now. He actually makes our runs, which he couldn't do as a freshman. I'm not exaggerating that in the least. He could not make any of the runs, to the point I think I asked him in practice, are you going to make any of these before you graduate? And I think his response was, probably not. But he got taller, he got a little faster, and he worked himself into a role that, we didn't know we needed until we needed it. And again, he turned into our MVP this year, and that's LaDarius got. Now we don't have to make any more of our runs. Okay. We're gonna, Coach Harper, can you help me grab a second? All right, we're going to get into our all-district awards. We're going to start with our academic all-district awards first. What happens with the academic all-district, I believe it has to be a 90 or above GPA to get the academic all-district, and it is open to pretty much any player on the team, on the varsity that year. The first one we have is Wyatt Barnett. He, again, isn't here tonight. The next one we have, District 3-5A Academic All-District is Jack Corporate. These are our seniors first, LaDarius Godbolt. Ben Kinney. And then I'll speak on this young man because I haven't had a chance to speak on him or Ben at the moment, but Ben, I'll come back around to you here in a minute. This young man, again, I think he did a lot for our team this year that kind of went under the radar. I don't think he really understood how valuable he was and the things that he did just by his presence in the gym and on the court. But again, in getting this academic all-district, one, it just shows the range of our team, having all these guys that do a good job in the classroom. And again, every one of these guys is very, if not a 90 or above, they are very close. And one of the best things as a coach is not having to worry about the classroom. And I didn't feel like there was ever a time where I had to say, hey, we need to check on this grade, we need to check on this. Where we were chasing down grades, and these guys know me well enough to know I'm not going to chase down your grades for you. I'm going to let you know that there's an issue, and now it is your responsibility to go take care of it. But again, going back to this young man who, I think is going to be a valuable member of our team moving forward, that young man is Ty Xavier Collins. Another young man who I'll bring up, again, we spoke on him earlier. He was our most improved. That's DeMarcus Gilmore. And then this last young man on our academic all-district, excuse me. This young man ended up getting hurt at the beginning of our season very early on. I think December 1st or 2nd was the date of his injury. But other than the disappointment of being hurt and not getting to finish the season, the attitude was still good. Came in very supportive. Kind of probably against doctor's orders, and this comes out and works out with us in practice every day, but always has a smile on his face, always ready to help, and that's Coco. So all these young men that received that academic all-district award tonight, again, 90 or above, these other young men that, they were very close. Again, that award is something that I feel is great. If you've got people that understand the classroom, in all likelihood, they understand the basketball side too. So we're going to get into our all-district basketball awards here. We're going to start with our second teamers. Again, with the all-district selections, these are voted on by the other coaches in the district. These aren't voted on by me or my coaches. The other coaches in the district select these young men, and I think it's a testament to who they are as people, the recognition, excuse me, the effort they put forth in the games to get the recognition from these other coaches to put them on this all-district team. So the first one we have is Kavion Blackshear. Our next second team all-district, Jack Corbin. All right, then we had 3 young men selected for the first team all-district. First young man is Tyzavian Collins. Next first team all-district is Ben Kinney. And then our other first team all-district, LaDarius, Godbolt. All right, and then we had some superlatives in our all-district. The first being the District 3-5A Defensive Player of the Year. Kind of one of the things we noticed about this young man, and again, I'll speak on him a little bit more later, is from his freshman year, again, till now, the improvement has just been remarkable. I think as a sophomore coach, if we remember correctly, could barely move. Like his knees were so bad, he grew so quickly. It was just hard for him to move around to the point where we're like, I don't know if he can make it, coach. Like we don't have enough ointment and icy hot to get this kid through the season. And then, you know, he works his butt off. He rehabbed himself. His parents did a great job of helping him get to the point that he could play. And then obviously Grossberg took the weight room serious, and kind of got to the point where we felt like, man, he could probably guard anybody that we stick him on. And so there were moments where he had to guard the point guard, not on purpose, probably in a bad ball screen situation because his teammates didn't talk to him. But we'll work on ball screen defense for the rest of these guys here coming up. But that young man, Ben Kinney, is our district. Our district MVP. Again, same as our team MVP. Again, if you had asked any of our coaches in the district if we thought this young man would grow himself into being the district MVP, they probably would have argued me down. But I was like, hey, I think he's a special player. He got put into a role that I don't know if he necessarily wanted initially, but he took it on and took it on well and did a good job with it this season to the point where it kind of was the expectation. So that young man, again, LaDarius, Godbolt. All right, now we have some more academic awards. We've got a smart group of kids. And parents, that's a testament to the importance you put upon the grades in the class and the work ethic that these young men have. Again, to have a team go 27-7, to win almost 30 games in a season, it's just a special accomplishment. And again, I think it is a great thing to know. One, you understand the classroom, and so to have all these young men get recognized again, these awards. This is the TABC, Texas Association of Basketball Coaches, Academic All-State Awards. So these are selected by the coaches in our region. That again shows that there's recognition being given to our guys. Now I'm missing one of these, Coach, actually. But we'll get that young man his award later at school. But our academic all-state recognitions from the TABC, first being Wyatt Barnett, who's not here tonight. Y'all want to clap that up? Before I give out the remaining 3, I just want to I've kind of got the criteria for being. It's a senior player who earned a varsity letter this year, average of 92 on a 100-point scale. So our all-district, academic all-district is 90. This is 92. So, again, 92 on a 100-point scale. Jack Corpney. LaDarius Godbolt. And Ben Kinney. One other TABC award that I don't have with me tonight, and I apologize. We had a young man, LaDarius Godbolt, receive TABC All-Region for our region. So we're Region 1, and he was our Region 1 selection as voted on by the coaches in our region. So again, congratulations. out tonight is the Texas High School Coaches Association Academic All-State Awards. And with this award, they get their certificate, but they also kind of get a little write-up from the Texas High School Coaches Association that tells kind of what the criteria were for meeting, and I'll kind of read this to you guys, but each one that receives one will get this paper. But the criteria was GPA, class rank, and ACT, SAT score. So had to be a senior again, and this one actually broke into first team, second team, and then honorable mention. So our first teamer was Wyatt Barnett. Second team is Ben Kinney. We had another second team All-Stater, and that is Jack Corcoran. And then we had one honorable mention, and that was LaDarius Godbolt. I actually do have your all-region. It was buried under all the other academic stuff we had. So we have one more award that we're going to give out, and it's sitting down here on the floor. And we get this, we got somebody that comes in and fabricates this award every year. It's all there. So you hang it up, stick it in your yard, defend your house with it, whatever you want to do. But we give out this Tough as Steel award every year, and to me it exemplifies when we say Tascosa basketball, this is what Tascosa basketball is. It's somebody that shows up with a great attitude every day. They take care of the basketball things, they take care of the academic things, they take care of the community service things. They just kind of embody and show everything that we want for our young men as they come through our program. And this young man did that. There was never a time where I felt like his attitude was poor. He pushed his teammates to be better. He pushed himself to be better. He wanted good things for this group, very unselfishly. And so we felt it was necessary to give this award this year to Ben Kinney. But beyond that, I think that's all our awards. I appreciate everything these young men did this year. They again rose to the occasion. They rose to the challenge. They accepted responsibility. They held each other accountable. And there's really nothing more you can say. And I think their success is a result of all those good things. I think winning is a byproduct of doing things right. And these young men did a great job of doing things right this year. So, to these seniors that are outgoing, and we're going to recognize our seniors as well. Thank you for setting a good example for these freshmen, for our JV bunch. Thank you for being we showed up, we did what we had to do, and we expected good things to happen. And we did everything that we had to do to make those good things happen. So I appreciate that from this team. The term special group gets thrown out, quite a bit in some cases, but this really was a special bunch. They enjoyed each other. They enjoyed each other's success. As you look at these pictures that are popping up, you can see bench reactions from these guys, and they had fun. And so our hope as coaches is that we did things that helps you to understand how life is going to work, seniors, as you get ready to get prepared to go to college or the military or whatever your next set of plans are. That some of these lessons that you learned in here are the ones that you got to carry over into life. So again, I appreciate you seniors, you juniors. You kind of know what to expect now. You know what it's going to take, and you know what it looks like. You JV freshman guys. A lot of you guys sat in and watched these games. Coach Harper, I've heard Coach Harper make comments to his freshman team, Coach Wood, Coach Ellis as well. We're running the same things you are. So it's an execution, it's an understanding that's going to come with growth and age and maturity. And the hope is that we get you there. But again, gentlemen, at the end of the day, we just want you to be good young men, okay? The basketball kind of comes with it. We use basketball to teach those life lessons, and we hope that we're doing a good job with it, but we want those lessons to carry over into life. It's not just about basketball. We're gonna all stop dribbling the ball one day. So, when that does happen, we want you to be ready for life. So, thank you guys again, parents. Thank you again for these young men allowing myself, I think this is year 15 for me at Tascosa. So I know it's been a while. Some of you, some of you parents I went to school with, some of siblings are out here that were in my classes at Tascosa. So I've been there for a while. I've seen teams come and go, and this is one of the better ones we've had. So I really appreciate this group. So you guys have a seat. Thank you again. Please give me some